Again, we'll continue with our discussion about the oral contraceptive pills. But before that, my dear friends, may I invite you? We will have the so-called National Philippines for Life Congress. And we're so happy that the venue will be here in Cebu. That will be on November 16 and 17, Friday and Saturday. And the venue, we will be having it here at Summit Circle Hotel and together there at also at the auditorium, the St. Teresa College. We hope that if you're interested, be with us because we are offering great speakers from Manila. And we have also pro-life congressmen and pro-life senators who will be joining us. So again, that will be the National Philippines for Life Congress on November 16 and 17 here in Cebu with the theme, Do or Die in 2013 and beyond. The next few years, very, very serious in the matter of defending faith, life, and family. So again, let's must be very serious this time. Again, we invite you, join us in the National Philippines for Life Congress here in Cebu, November 16 and 17, Friday, Saturday, to be held at Summit Circle Hotel, and the following day at the auditorium of the St. Teresa College. Now, my dear friends, let's talk about something about the bilateral tubal ligation, or the so-called ligation, and the so-called vasectomy for men, ligation for women. Personally, whether you are a Catholic doctor, a Muslim physician, we do not advise ligation. Why? What's the reason why women are being ligated now, especially more common in the government hospitals? We know the reasons already. You cannot become a full-fledged obstetrician, gynecologist if you will not perform ligation. But the truth is that really is indicated to the woman? Is that really necessary surgical procedure to be done to a woman? We don't think so. Why? For us, ligation to the woman is basically a mutilation. Mutilation. You are mutilating a part of the human body. What's the problem between the fallopian tube on the left and the right? Is there any disease formation? Is there any tumor growing? None. It's a normal fallopian tube. But cutting it off, both left and right, just for the reason of, so that this mother, this woman, will not have another child anymore because she undergone cesarean section already for one time or two times. That is not an acceptable reason. And remember, mutilation is something which is very, very dangerous. Will have very dangerous consequences, both physically and morally. Like, we told you, if there is a patient with diabetes, with a gangrene in both legs, the doctor will advise that both legs should be cut off, whether it's above knee amputation or below knee amputation, it depends. Now, if those both legs are being amputated and thrown away, nagkasala ba ang doktor o ang pasyente? Wala. Because the desire, the main reason to have it done is because to save the life of the patient. But cutting off the vas deferens in vasectomy, cutting off the fallopian tubes of the mother, just for the reason so that this woman will not be impregnated again, it's unacceptable, morally unacceptable. That's why I'm begging and asking all our doctors, please stop doing all these things. And the thing is, have you ever asked the woman whom you will ligate, whom you have ligated already, if what is her religion? I don't think so. You ask. You just let the father or then the husband sign the waiver without considering the moral consequences, including the spiritual consequences of the act. Again, ligation and vasectomy are morally unacceptable. It is clear-cut mutilation. Now, before we go to what we doctors really recommend, if we do not recommend these oral contraceptive pills, then what do we recommend? Because there are a lot of women there who want that they will have every 2 or 3 years birth spacing. But in between, what shall we offer? Our own saliva? Of course, we can offer something much better than the oral contraceptive use, which is laden with different litany of known, medically, scientifically proven side effects. You see, I am holding now a copy of the so-called literature. Every time you buy a contraceptive pills, it contains in the box. No? It has different brands here. There is yellow, there is pink, there is white, etc. In fairness, they always carry with it, inside the box are the so-called literature. And, in fact, it is very obligatory, women, mothers, before you take in the pills and use this every day, it is presumed that you have read everything in here. What is in here? What is being stated here? The composition of the drug, the warnings, side effects, allergic reactions, contraindications, everything is clearly printed here. Now, I'll give you an example. Here's a contraceptive pills. See? It contains here progesterone and estrogen components. And very clear in the warning, it says here, never take these contraceptive pills if there is history of cancer in the family, if there is history of diabetes in the family, if you have history of hypertension, if you have history of bleeding, uterine bleeding or vaginal bleeding. Why? Because it says further here, according to research, oral contraceptive pills can trigger diabetes, blood clots, pulmonary blood clots, deep vein thrombosis. It can trigger lung cancer, hypertension, even breast cancer and cervical cancer. That's why, in fairness to the manufacturers of these contraceptive pills, you ought to read and be informed what is written here, everything, word for word. However, my question is, to our women, to our mothers living in a squatter area, in the barangays, my question now is, were these mothers and women were even told or warned by the healthcare workers that, manang, before you take these contraceptive pills para hindi ka manganak every year, please be informed that according to this label, these contraceptive pills can trigger cancer of the cervix, of the breast, lung cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, hypertension, diabetes, even blindness, and more and more and more diseases. Now that you're informed, will you still insist that you will take this product? Anyway, it's free, manang. But I don't think so you're doing it. I don't think so our women in the barangays or in the slum areas, the poor women were ever told of the very dangerous side effects of these contraceptive pills. Now, after discussing all the evil effects of these contraceptive pills, what is our alternative? We cannot just say, do not buy these things, avoid all these contraceptive pills. What should be our alternative? Now, I think not all women know, not all couples knew that nature provided the so-called natural family planning. What is this? No side effects. It will even enhance the relationship between the couples, man and woman. And not only it will enhance the relationship between the couples, between the man and woman, the husband and wife, aside from no side effects, this is absolutely free. You will not be even spending even a centavo for this way of avoiding yearly pregnancies. What is it? This is the natural family planning method. And since early 50s or even 60s up to now, even WHO, the World Health Organization, recommended and said the Billings ovulation method, or the so-called cervical mucus method, is 99.8% effective. What is this? Of course, if you ask me to describe everything, please give me 2 hours or even the whole day to discuss it to you together with the husband. But just to give you a brief idea, the cervical mucus method is so effective, is so efficient, that what the mothers will just do is just to get sample from the secretion excreted or secreted from the cervix and look it out and determine whether it is fertile or the woman is fertile or unfertile. Oh, you must not forget, in one cycle of the woman, how many days is the cycle of the woman? Of course, that's 26 to 32 day cycle. If your cycle is below 26, your cycle is occurring every 16 days, every 20 days, that's irregular. If your cycle is occurring beyond 32 days, every 2 months, every 40 days, that's irregular. You must have between the 26 to 32 cycle. Now, again, and we must know, every woman should know, that within this cycle, you are capable of becoming pregnant. Or you are fertile only one day. One day in a month. You are not fertile 3 times in one week or 3 days in one cycle. No, only one day in one cycle. That's why there is no need for using these contraceptive pills when you are only capable of becoming pregnant once in one cycle. Imagine, buangon ni mo imong utok 360 days a year with the use of contraceptive pills when you know that you can only become pregnant one day in one cycle. That's why the use of natural family planning, Billings method, cervical mucus method is so efficient, is so effective. We highly recommend it. But the question is, Doctor, where shall we get all this information? Well, it so happens that the Department of Health is also doing it, only they are not fully encouraging it simply because it will take time. The couple has to be in there for 1-day seminar. All parishes all over the country, we have the so-called Family and Life Apostolate Training Center. Each couple, reproductive age, below 45 or below 50 lang, you can be trained for 6 hours all about natural family planning. Again, my dear friends, after knowing all the very dangerous side effects of these oral contraceptive pills, I encourage you to open your eyes, not only on the spiritual aspect, not only the moral aspect, but for us, the most important are the medical side effects. You, husband, listening to me and looking at me, will you allow it to happen to your wife? No. God has provided us the answer. The natural family planning, cervical mucus method, we have the body basal temperature method. All of these are proven to be very effective. Again, stick to what is right, stick what is the truth, because all this will even save your life.
So we have learned today that taking oral contraceptive pills has numerous side effects, and foremost are it can lead to birth defects like hydrocephalus and also stimulate the growth of numerous forms of cancer.
Yes, and the best way is to go natural, the natural way of family planning.
Amen.
Which is of course encouraged by the church. And it's just like eating, in the food, Brother Glenn. Like we go natural for the food, and the less processed the food we eat is the better is the best for our health.
Healthier.
Yes, healthier for us.
For us.
Yes.
So we can remind them about our St. Joseph's mailbox.
Yes, please do visit our St. Joseph mailbox for your comments, suggestions, and
Prayer request.
prayer requests.
So
Yes.
please do email us at vocesamoris@amorday.org. So thank you for spending this time, for watching our show, and God bless us all.